Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're currently doing your residency, SRship or working as an object gynae trainee and preparing for MRCG Part 2, Part 3, you have probably asked yourself, should I focus only on exam or should I build my portfolio as well? Answer is simple, do both. Because once you clear MRCG, the next question becomes, what have you done besides passing exam? Whether your goal is UK training, CSR pathway, fellowship opportunities, consultant position, or academic career, a strong portfolio can make a huge difference. So, in today's video, I'll discuss what a portfolio actually means, activities you can start during SRship, research and publications, audits and quality improvement projects, teaching and leadership, conferences, presentations. So, let's get started. So, what is a portfolio? Many people think portfolio means having MRCOG. No, MRCOG is a qualification. A portfolio is evidence of your overall professional development. It shows clinical involvement, academic work, teaching, leadership, research, quality improvement, and continuous learning. Think of it as a collection of achievements demonstrating that you're growing as an obstetrician and gynecologist. The best portfolios are built gradually over the years, not in a rush after clearing exams. So, before discussing portfolio building, one important point. If you're preparing for part 2 or part 3, do not sacrifice exam preparation for portfolio activities. Passing MRCOG opens many doors. A fantastic portfolio with failed exam is less useful. So, think of portfolio building as something that happens alongside your routine work. Now, the easiest thing to start immediately is maintaining a clinical logbook. Record interesting ops cases, high risk pregnancies, gynae surgeries, emergency management procedures you have performed. For example, cesarean section, instrumental delivery, hysteroscopy, laparoscopy, colposcopy, oocyte retrievals if you've done. Maintain the date, diagnosis, procedure, and learning points. Over time, this becomes a valuable evidence of clinical experience. Many trainees regret not documented cases earlier. So start today. Now, about the research and publications, one of the strongest portfolio component is research. Many residents feel research is difficult, but you don't need to begin with a randomized controlled trial. Start small. First option is writing a case report. Interesting cases can become case reports, clinical images, brief communication. For example, about a rare ectopic pregnancy, unusual ovarian tumor, OBS emergency you have handled, or a rare fetal anomaly. Case reports teach literature reviews, scientific writing, and publication process. Apart from case report, you can also do a retrospective study. Review all the hospital records and analyze PPH cases, ectopic pregnancy, severe preeclampsia, or ICU admissions. Such studies are practical during residency. Now, third option is reviewing an article. This improves literature searching, critical appraisal, and academic writing. These skills are extremely useful for MRCG Part 3 as well. So, my practical advice is aim for 1 to 2 publications yearly, at least one completed research project. Consistency matters more than quantity. Now, if you want to work in UK, audits are extremely important. Many trainees ignore them. That's a mistake. So, while doing an audit, always ask, are we following the accepted standards? For example, doing a cesarean section, antibiotic prophylaxis, managing a PPH, CTG documentation, or induction of labor practices. So, the basic audit cycle that we have learned in part 2 and part 3 exam also, choose standard, collect data, identify deficiencies, implement changes, and re audit. Completing the cycle is the key. A completed audit cycle is far more impressive than an unfinished audit. So, aim for one complete audit every year. Now, teaching is another highly valued portfolio domain. You don't need to be a professor, start teaching juniors. For example, your UG classes, bedside teaching, case discussions, journal clubs, or exam preparation session, discussing it with your colleagues also. So keep record of date, topic, audience, and the feedback you have received. Feedback forms are extremely valuable. Teaching also improves communication skills, which directly help you in MRCG Part 3 also. Now, another thing is conferences and presentation. Attend conferences whenever possible. Even better is presenting your work. like presenting a poster or a paper or an interesting case. That gives you good academic exposure, networking, CV enhancement, and confidence building. So keep copies of all the conferences certificates that you have attended, of the abstracts and presentation invitation. One national or international presentation can significantly strengthen your portfolio. Now, many people overlook leadership. Healthcare is not just clinical work. For example, organizing CME programs, coordinating teaching sessions, leading audit projects, managing departmental initiative, organizing conferences. These activities demonstrate teamwork, communication, and organizational skills, all of which are important for future consultant role. So portfolio building is not about collecting certificates, it's about demonstrating continuous growth as an obstetrician and gynecologist. If you're currently preparing for MRCOG Part 2 or Part 3 during your SRship, this is actually the perfect time to start. Focus on your clinical experience, research, audit, teaching, leadership, and presentation. And over the next few years, you will develop a portfolio that support opportunities not only in UK but anywhere in the world. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with your colleagues preparing for MRCOG.